Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day 2 of snow days, which for the online learning doesn't really mean anything because we still work and it's awesome and a really cool way to do school. So anyways, I've posted up our stuff for November 10th. I want to talk a little bit about our short story unit. So this is the new unit that's been open. We also have unit 3, but we haven't quite gotten there yet. So we'll look quickly at our calendar. So this is where we're at today. Okay, you can see there's quite a few things to do. We have the short story Boys and Girls and Dimension. We're looking specifically at gender and the literary use of flashback. So things you'll be handing in today, your comprehension questions, your journal, and then the dimension response questions. So these are actually all due on the 12th. Things to hand in today, your editorial, and your Living with Bears questions. So we're just going to work through that today. Hopefully yesterday you were able to see what this unit looks like. So when we open up our short story unit, you will see there's some information about a short story. This tells us what a plot is, conflict, tone, all of the things that you need to know about short stories. When you open your first module, there'll be lots of different information. The first thing will be about the author. The second page will always be a pre-reading activity. So a pre-reading activity is used to warm up your brain. Similar to doing activities or like doing some sort of sport, you need to get warmed up. You'll do a run or maybe some stretches, and then you'll be ready to compete in whatever you're doing. The same thing goes for reading. Your brain is a muscle, so you want to warm it up before you start working. So these questions, these activities will get you prepared and ready, kind of like you're getting ready to go do some sort of exercise. They might have something to do with the theme of the story, or maybe it'll talk about some literary devices you might meet. So those are the things that you will do before you start reading your story. Once you've done your pre-reading activities, you're going to move on to the story, where you'll be able to find a copyright, non-copyright infringement area for the story. And some of them will have activities to do while you are reading. That helps you to engage with the story on a more comprehensive way. Not every short story is going to have a while reading activity, but if it does, it'll just be right here underneath where you can find the story. And then finally, whenever you're finished a short story, you'll find the comprehension questions that go with it, and those will be submitted. One thing that I want to talk about is the short story that we are going to read on Thursday. So that's The Painted Door. I kind of wanted to do it on Monday, but this had already all been uploaded, and so we couldn't do it. But this story is about a blizzard, and like a wild, crazy blizzard on the prairies. And I was like, oh my goodness, this story would absolutely be so appropriate to be teaching right now on Sunday because, you know, we just had that wild blizzard, but it didn't work out. But you can still just think back to the blizzard we just had. So again, with this story, we've got our author's information, some pre-reading activities. So this one, basically you're going to be doing, learning about literary elements. You can take some notes on this page here. Okay, and then we have the story itself. There it is. This reading guide will actually help you quite a bit. The story is very long. It's really interesting, so don't let that like intimidate you or anything. But this will help you understand it. So I really encourage you guys to use this reading guide. Once you have finished doing the reading, you are going to want to prepare for our ultra meeting, which will happen on Friday. So to prepare for that ultra meeting, you're going to fill in this character analysis. Okay, so that's the character analysis. And then once that's done, you are going to meet on Friday. The reason why you need to prepare for your ultra meeting is because these questions, you need to make reference to something that we talk about in the ultra meeting. So now I know not all of you are able to make it to those ultra meetings, but they are recorded, and so you will be able to watch them and make reference to them. So do not hand in this story, these questions, until we've had our ultra meeting. That's the important thing to note there. That's my dog. So awkward. So that's Louise. So that's what we're working on right now for our short story unit. I'll make another one for our speaking activities. But for now, that's all you guys need to be working on.